video is brought to you by Against the Flow of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is a book about Jake Fayard, a Marine veteran who is unhappy with the political machine running the state of Mississippi. He decides to fight the corruption from the inside. Jake will face more challenges than he ever has and will stand up for what he thinks is right. His notoriously hot temper will push him to the edge of murder, along with his friend and brother Kobe Barhanovich. Together, they will fight the system and give the power back to the citizens of Mississippi.
Against the Flow of Mississippi was written by Anthony Oxenholt and was published by Oxenholt Biloxi Publishing, LLC. A link to the book will be placed in the description below.
All right, y'all. So, I guess I'm going to just go ahead and go with the broad strokes of what's going on. So, a friend of mine about a year ago was arrested by Gulfport PD. Essentially, what happened was she was pulled over in North Gulfport for a headlight being out. It's a fix-it ticket in most cases. But she was in North Gulfport, black, female, with dreads, skinny, so she's got to be a crackhead because she's a black, skinny woman with dreads. Obviously, she's a crackhead, right? Well, you'd be wrong. She's actually got a master's degree in journalism. Very intelligent woman. And her crime was contempt of cop. I have a big problem with this. I've been searching Title 97 of the Mississippi Code of 1972, and I don't see contempt of cop anywhere on there, but, try telling that to the Gulfport Police Department. Since then, she was charged with resisting arrest and given a warning for the headlight. What it was is she refused them the right to search her vehicle. I know some of y'all are going to say, well, Anthony, if you've got nothing to hide, why should you not allow an officer to search your vehicle? Let me tell you why. There was a deputy sheriff in Jackson County, Florida, several years ago, who is now a inmate in Colorado because he couldn't be housed in Florida, that was guilty of planting methamphetamine on people he would pull over to boost his arrest. I'm not saying all cops do this, and I'm certainly not anti-cop. I'm proudly former law enforcement myself. Y'all know I worked corrections for years. But I'm all in favor of the Fourth Amendment. I'm in favor of the Fifth Amendment. I'm in favor of the Sixth Amendment. I'm in favor of the Eighth Amendment. And I'm in favor of the 14th Amendment. I'm also in favor of the First and Second Amendment. When she pulled over, she had a little kitchen knife on her. Not illegal. She removed the knife from where she could grab it at the request of the officer, and she was slammed to the ground. They used excessive force. Nowhere under Connor v. Graham would cover what she did. Oh, shit, you mean he actually knows what Connor v. Graham is? Yes, I do. I have been following, when I heard about the case, I came home, I've been home about 2 weeks. And I have filed, starting on the 17th, it is now the 28th, I have now 4 requests pending with the city of Gulfport. 2 of them have been denied. One of the requests is I wanted to request the use of force continuum. Well, they told me that they're not going to give that to me. I'm waiting on my actual denial letter, and I'll post it and read it. Probably should be here tomorrow. Assuming they mailed it out Wednesday when they said they did. I've also filed for the training records of the officers. They're denying this, claiming that it's personnel records. Training records is public record. You could pull up all of my training for, like, say, the state of Florida, my ATMS, everything, and see exactly everything about me. You could pull up all my incident reports, all my disciplinary reports I've written. You could pull up all incident reports written on me, all my discipline that's been filed on me, all 5 of them. Oh yeah, I've been written up. You can look all this up. It's public record through the state of Florida. But apparently the Gulfport Police Department thinks that it's not. Now I'm fighting a city attorney and I love kicking lawyers' asses, by the way. And the following videos that are in this video, the following shots and recorded phone calls, are what I've done so far. Since the last video that you're going to see in here, what I have done now is I've actually filed a complaint with the Mississippi Ethics Commission as well. I'm not going away. I'm not playing. Game on. Y'all tell me what you think.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. I put in a couple.
Public records request?
Yes.
It's back in legal. I gotta wait for them. The information you want isn't something we normally give out.
I understand that. Where's your legal department at?
It's here.
Okay, can I speak to somebody in legal?
I can see if I can get Janine to come out and
Okay.
talk to you.
Thank you. Okay.
Are you Mr. Allen?
Yes, ma'am, I
I
am.
spoke with you on the phone the other day, and I passed along your information to the attorney that handles them. He hasn't come back from lunch yet. Do you want me to give you his name and number, or do you want me to give him another message?
Actually, yeah, if you can write his name and number down, I'd appreciate it. I'm not trying to be impertinent here, but, you know, Mississippi state law says that y'all have 7 days to, you know, respond to public records requests, and I haven't requested anything that's, you know, protected under our sunshine laws.
Here, this is his name. He's the attorney that handles these things. And if you want to just give him a call later on, he can let you know where he's at with the whole process.
Okay.
Okay? I wish I had a card to give you that looks so.
No, you're fine. You're fine. That's perfectly fine. What's Joseph
Tremuda.
Trenuda?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
And his office is in this building?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just hadn't gotten back from lunch yet. I don't know what time he left, so I don't want, you know.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, but I'll tell him that you came by, and I'll tell him that I gave you his contact number, so he can be expecting you to call him, or he can give you a call when he gets in.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
Do you want to take my number down? I mean, I know you got it on the paperwork, but I'll give you my number. He can give me a call.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, your last name is Mr. Allen, but
Yeah.
what's your first name?
Anthony Allen.
Anthony. Okay, Mr. Allen.
228
Mm-hmm.
337 2099.
Okay, and it's about a public records request.
Yes, two of them.
Two of them. Okay, I will give him the message.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You have a good day, ma'am.
You too.
City Attorney's Office, this is Kathy. How may I help you?
Yes, my name is Anthony Allen, and I was calling for Mr. Joseph Tranchuda. Yes. I am calling because I have two public records requests that I had put in 7 business days ago, and I just went down to the police department. And when I went down to the police department, nobody seemed to have them. State law requires y'all to respond within 7 business days. I have not requested anything that is excluded under Mississippi sunshine laws. So I want to know what the holdup is.
Did the police department tell you to call our office?
I spoke to somebody in legal who gave me y'all's number and said that y'all had the public records request tied up.
Okay, there had to be somebody from the police department. Hold on for just a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Allen?
Yes, ma'am.
He did not answer, and I tried to call because I'm not in the same area, but I tried to call somebody up there to see. I can take a message, or I can transfer you to his voicemail. But meanwhile, I will.
Well, I tell you what.
He gets back.
I tell you what. I can leave you the message, and you can transfer me to the voicemail if that works for you. That way, I've got 2 ways to make sure that he gets the message. Are you okay with that?
That's fine.
Okay. Let him know that Mississippi law, in case he forgot, Mississippi law says that he has 7 business days. Today is the 7th business day to respond to my public records request, being that the city is the custodian of the records. And I'm not going away.
Okay. Now, do you want me to go ahead and transfer you to his voicemail?
Please. Please.
Okay. One moment.
All right. Thank you.
Joseph Tremuta.
You may start your message now. Press 0 to return to the attendant.
Yes, Mr. Tremuta. My name is Anthony Allen, and I have 2 public records requests that I put in Monday a week ago, which have been 7 business days from now, that I've turned into the Gulfport Police Department in person. And I went by to check on them today, and I have not heard anything back. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay it on the line that you are currently in violation of Mississippi law that says that you have 7 business days to respond. You have not done so. And the other thing is I'm not going away. I'm pushing this. You can give me a call back at 228 and give me good reason for the denial, or I'll be down there every day until you do. It's that simple. I'm not playing these games with you, sir. You are a public employee, and I am going to make sure that you discharge your duties or be discharged from your duties if that means I have to go to City Hall and do so. Thank you, and have a great day.
So somebody, probably the city clerk's going to send you a letter today
Okay.
denying the records request.
Denying the records request on what grounds?
On the grounds that all the records you have sought constitute either personnel records, personnel files, or investigative records under the Public Records Act, neither of which are exempt from, all of which are exempt from disclosure.
Okay.
Those don't constitute public records under the Public Records Act.
Okay. Well, and what about the policies? Y'all saying that your use of force continuum is also is also exempt?
Yes, that's correct.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little background, sir. I'm former law enforcement myself. I worked corrections for about 5 years, and no department that I have ever worked for was our use of force continuum exempt from public records.
Well, I'll tell you now. I mean, if you worked in the state of Mississippi, then it was. Now, whether
I worked for Stone County, sir, and it was not.
Well, I'm not going to get in a shouting match with you, but what I will tell you is that under the public records law, it was exempt. Now, whether the agency you worked for chose to enforce that and chose to exercise that exemption, that's up to your agency. It could be that your agency said, you know what, we're not required to give this stuff, but we're going to give it anyway. That's certainly possible. But they did not have to give it. If they gave it, that was a matter of choice that they exercised. But
Okay.
under the public records law, it is not. They're not required to give that.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. This is why I'm requesting this. Okay. Those 3 officers, I'm sure you're familiar with the case. Those 3 officers were involved in what I deem an excessive use of force. That's what my training tells me.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I am not familiar with the case. I'm not involved in the case.
Well, I'm not going to get too deep into it. I'm not going to get too deep into it. I'm just going to go over the broad strokes. And this is why I was requesting it. So that's why I was wanting to know what their training is. And training shouldn't fall under personnel records. That's crazy. Where they went to the academy shouldn't fall under, if they went to Malota or if they went to USM or Harrison County or whatever, that shouldn't fall under. But I mean, we can agree to disagree. But I'm letting you know that this is kind of crazy.
and this is kind of unnecessary.
What, Mr. Allen? What is your connection? Because I don't know what happened. You saying that there was a use of force incident and that these officers were involved. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying.
What is your connection to the use of force incident? Were you a witness to it or something?
It happened to a friend of mine.
Okay, all right.
And
who was the friend? I mean, if this is something I need to know about, then tell me. But
actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and tell you.
all right.
Let me get her permission before I do. Hey, he wants to know exactly what's going on. Are you cool with me giving him your name? Is the person that they use force on? It happened last year.
I'll tell you right now. I told you could tell me if you wanted to. I didn't say I needed to know. I just asked if it was something I needed to know about.
It probably is, being that
something I need to know about. Then you're welcome to tell me. But here's the deal. I have two court appearances tomorrow that I'm trying to get ready for. I got your voicemail, and I wanted to return your call and let you know that we weren't in violation. I'd be happy to hear what you have to say about this on Friday if you want to give me a call on Friday.
I'll be glad to give you a call on Friday. What time works for you, sir?
Anytime after 9 o'clock is probably going to be a pretty good time.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll give you a call.
If I'm not in, you leave me a voicemail and feel free to. Sometimes I have to step away from the office during the day, but if I'm not in, you just leave a voicemail for me, okay?
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, Mr. Allen.
All right, thank you.
You have a good one.
You
right,
too.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Hey, good morning. I am here to speak with somebody in the mayor's office. Y'all city attorney who's ducking and dodging me. City attorney Tranchuta, Mr. Tranchuta. He's ducking and dodging me. I've got now I have 3 public access requests in. And since he's ducking and dodging and denying me, which is in violation of state law, what he's denying me because they are clearly public records, I'm going above his head. I need to know who I need to speak to.
All right, sir. Let me just get your name.
My name is Anthony Allen.
That's all right.
228-337-2099.
Okay, and where you live?
I live in Long Beach, but the request I'm asking is for Gulfport. Involves the city of Gulfport.
Okay, in case we have to mail out something to you, give me that.
Oh, sure. 264.
264.
Alexander Road.
Alexander.
Apartment 11. That's Long Beach. That's 39560.
And it's what, sir?
39560.
All right. And Mr. Allen, you said this is in reference to
Yeah.
And so that attorney is who? Who's that? The name of that attorney?
Tranchuta. Tranchuta. Y'all's, the head city attorney.
Jeff Bruni?
Not Bruni.
Okay.
Is that who I need to, do I need to speak to Bruni?
Let me
Is Bruni his supervisor?
Let me do this. Okay, all right, sir, do me a favor, you have to see a minute.
Sure.
If you have not spoken to Mr.
Sure, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Doing good, sir. How about you?
Sir, I needed to tell you, because the supervisor over there, the attorney's there, you need to put it in writing, your complaint. They will certainly get it to him and then contact you.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
I'm fine with that.
You can either email it, you can mail it, or you can bring it by the office. Let me show you what.
You got a form? I'll sign it. I'll fill it out right now because it's real quick.
All right, now, the only thing she's saying is, now, if you want to get a form, or you can still, as she said.
If I want to do what now?
She said, again, you can write out your complaint, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Give them the details, sign it, and then either mail it to them, bring it by, whatever you need to do. But they do need it in writing, so they
Okay.
know what the complaint is, okay?
Yeah,
All
not
right,
a problem.
now, all right, but who you would then turn it into, the office, again, you know where the office is, municipal court. His office is over here. He's not.
He's in municipal court, or
not.
he's
His office. His office is not here in City Hall.
okay.
His office is over here.
Over in municipal court, right
All
down
right,
yonder.
Yeah, this is police and municipal court.
Yeah, I know
all
where
of them
municipal
in
court
Well,
is.
you know where it is. Anyway,
Mhm.
just go in and ask for the secretary for Mr. Jeff Bruni.
Jeff
Either
Bruni.
Jeff Bruni, and then you give your complaint to them, and they'll take care of it from there.
Okay.
And get back with you.
Meanwhile, who do I speak to about getting the public information records that I requested?
Okay. Well,
Because that's what this is all about. Is I filed 2, and now I have a 3rd one in.
Okay. Well,
But I
listen.
have 2
Well,
that
let's-
Tranchuta denied, and he denied them. The first thing they told me was, well, it's not something we would normally give. It doesn't matter what you would normally give. Mississippi law states that what I asked for
Okay. Well,
is
before you go
perfectly legal.
Well, before you go any further, if it's just a question you need answered, then I'm going to send you to them. Their
Okay.
office.
Well,
okay.
then I'm going down there.
Okay, then that's what I will send you to do.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you had called in. Did you call them before?
Well, what it was
Have you
is I
spoke with
turned in
someone?
the first 2. I turned in right here at the police department because they are police records. One of them is a policy. One of them is training records that I asked for.
Okay, you asked for police records? is what you
Yes,
said? Okay, and
it's
did they
police
give it to
policy.
you?
No,
Okay.
they sent it up to legal, and Tranchuta denied it.
Okay. And I'm trying to get the spelling of his name because he's not
I have
familiar.
no clue.
Okay, but you're saying Transuta? Is it?
Tranchuta,
Yeah, because when I was
Something
trying
like
to even trying to share with them, but anyway, he's the legal, he's the supervisor.
So Jeff
here,
Bruni.
But what I'm saying to you, he's not in. You can ask for that record and ask them. And again, I'm saying to you what she shared with me.
Mm-hmm.
The complaint, write it down that they denied you, but you're still asking for something right now, and I don't know or not.
No,
whether or
you're
not they can
fine.
give
You're
it to
fine.
you.
You've
But
been great.
I do want you to know that's what they're asking you to do.
That's
Then
fine.
give it to Mr. Bruni, and he'll take care of it from there.
Well, let me run to the library and I'll type it up.
Okay, then good enough. That'll work for us.
And I turn it in at municipal court.
You're gonna turn it in to Jeff Bruni's office. I'm gonna see his office is where you go.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You as well.
Yes. It's over the county courthouse.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Across the street.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I need to go take this to Jeff Bruni's office,
Who?
the city attorney.
Jody? To the city attorney's office?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jody, where's the city attorney's office? Police station? Okay, right next door to the police station.
Okay. I was told it was municipal court.
No, he's not here. He's next door to the police station.
Fair enough.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Yep. Good morning. Huh?
What you need?
I need to speak with somebody in Jeff Bruni's office.
Okay. Janine, what's your name?
Anthony Allen.
Adam?
Allen.
Okay. Hello, I'm sorry to bother you again, but I got a Mr. Anthony Allen who is determined to speak to someone in Jeff Bruni's office. And Julian has a The last time was Janine that he talked to, so I don't know if you want to get her to come out and talk to you. I did, I called her. She's not getting the phone with somebody, but I called her office first. Well, we know he talked to her first time. But she came out and talked to him. I don't read it because he don't. Anthony Allen. Appreciate it. They're trying to find someone for you. Just have a seat, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. I'm sorry?
I'm Monica Hughes. I'm a new paralegal in the legal department. I just started a couple of weeks ago, so I'm trying to get up to speed on everything.
Okay.
And I have your records request.
Yes, ma'am.
So have you talked? I know you talked to Janine on Wednesday.
And I spoke to Tremuta.
Joey Tremuta.
Mm-hmm.
You talked to him. What did he say when you talked to him?
Well, he said that y'all were going to deny my records request.
Okay.
I'm telling y'all that it's in violation of Title 25, Mississippi Code 1972.
Yeah, I'm not up. Okay, well, let me get with him. Joey's out today.
I know. He was supposed to call me, or we were supposed to have a phone conversation. That
Okay.
is a notice that I'm giving to y'all.
Okay.
I'm the kind of, I'm going to go ahead and tell you,
frustration.
I'm the kind of guy that if I say I'm going to do something, I don't sell wolf tickets, I follow through.
Okay.
Okay?
I understand your frustration. So you're frustrated because you haven't gotten any response or anything.
Oh, I've got the response that y'all are denying. I'm just waiting on the letter telling me why.
Okay.
I don't know why he couldn't have told me over the phone why.
Okay.
allegedly he alluded to that it was personnel records. I disagree.
I don't know if that's something that's provided. I need to need to look into all
But
the
the
rules.
policy that I requested should be public record.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told him. I'm former law enforcement, had about 5 years in corrections.
Where were you a CO?
Stone County, state of Florida.
Okay.
Okay.
I used to deal with Stone County. You know Phyllis up there?
I love Miss
Olds?
Phyllis.
I do too.
I love Miss Phyllis. She is awesome.
I do
She
too.
retired
I used to
when Sheriff Farmer didn't run for re-election. They both retired at the same
retired,
time.
yeah. I used to deal with him and a bunch of people. I used to be the criminal court administrator for Harrison, Hancock, and Stone counties. And so I set all those dockets and I dealt with them. So anyway, I have a lot of respect for what you do. And
Okay. Well, I don't do it anymore.
but I mean, or what you did.
But what I tried to
get
tell
you-
him is that the policy that I requested, the use of force continuum, that's not a restricted document in any department I've worked for. He asserts, and he asserted to me that it was.
Use of force continuum.
I asked for a use of force continuum in the first one, and the second one I asked for training records, which also is not restricted by Mississippi law, on 3 officers who were involved in a use of force.
Oh, okay. Is this something that happened to you?
No, it didn't happen to me. It happened to a friend of mine.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
So that's why I was asking about the use of force continuum and the training records to make sure that they receive the proper training. You know, and this is probably going to escalate. I'm just letting you know.
All right. Well, I'm going to write down my name for you.
Okay.
I don't even know what our phone number is because I haven't been here long enough. I think it's 868-5811. I haven't even.
I think that
out.
sounds right. That actually sounds right.
And you just have to ask for me. There's no specific. But I will meet with Joey on this on Monday morning and find out whatever the next step needs to happen.
I wonder what happened to him telling me that he was going to be available for a call after 9 o'clock today. That's what gets me, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't have a need to know.
I understand your frustration on that. 100%. I do. And so I will get with him and, you know, I mean, I like to do things by the book. And if you're,
Yes, ma'am,
if
so do
you're
I.
entitled to it, we need to give it to you. And if not, this is why. And, you know, but I mean, we need to handle it in the right way. And so
I'm all about doing things the right way. If people would do things the right way, I wouldn't have anything to complain about.
Me too.
So
Well,
we're
I'm
in
sorry
agreement
you're
there.
frustrated, but I'm trying to do everything, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
to
I
get it
appreciate that.
resolved, you know. Don't know if you'll be happy, and you know, but
Well, I mean,
but you know, just
I do want to let y'all know I'm not going away on this.
okay.
I'm not going to let this drop.
Okay.
So I don't want to take it across the street to Chancery Court, but if I have to, I don't mind.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd just rather it be done the right way.
I know. And your name's Anthony Allen?
Yes, ma'am.
See, I hadn't even looked at your. Okay. And that's your phone number. You live in Long Beach?
I do.
Okay. So I got your phone 337-2099.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
All
Okay.
right. Well, thank you,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry we had to meet under these circumstances, but you have a good day.
Yes, ma'am. You as well.
And I'll try to get you some kind of information.
All right. Thank you.